Have you ever looked at an old photograph, its colors fading, its edges blurring, and felt a pang of fear that your own memories might one day fade in the same way? Our memories are the very fabric of who we are, the stories that define our lives, woven into the intricate pathways of our brains. But what happens when disease begins to unravel this delicate tapestry, dimming the vibrant connections that hold our past, our present, and even our sense of self? Today, we journey into the heart of the brain to explore the devastating diseases that can cruelly erase our most precious memories and discover the glimmers of hope that remain. At the forefront of this battle is Alzheimer's disease, a condition that insidiously dismantles the brain's communication network. Imagine microscopic plaques and tangles accumulating between your neurons like static disrupting a clear signal, making it harder and harder for messages to get through. This disruption is what steals memories, starting with the most recent and working its way back. Then there is Lewy body dementia, a lesser-known but equally profound condition. It introduces a surreal and often frightening element into a person's reality, where ghostly hallucinations can appear in the quiet corners of a familiar room, blurring the line between what is real and what is imagined. Huntington's disease, on the other hand, is a story written in our very genes. It is a relentless, inherited condition that not only affects memory, but also triggers involuntary dance-like movements, a physical manifestation of the storm brewing within the brain. Recognizing the early warning signs is our first line of defense. These signs often begin subtly, creeping into daily life in ways that are easy to dismiss. You might notice a loved one struggling with a once simple puzzle, their frustration growing as the pieces refuse to fit. In conversations, they may pause for long stretches, searching for a common word that remains just out of reach. A walk down a street they've known for decades might suddenly feel disorienting, the familiar landmarks turning into a confusing maze. Beyond these cognitive shifts, profound psychological changes can occur. A once cheerful and outgoing individual may become withdrawn, their personality dimming into uncharacteristic sadness or irritability. These aren't just senior moments, they can be urgent whispers from the brain calling for attention. Receiving a diagnosis can be a frightening moment, but it is also a crucial step toward understanding and action. In a quiet doctor's office, compassionate specialists use advanced tools like brain scans and cognitive tests to piece together the full picture, distinguishing between different forms of dementia. This diagnostic process is also a gateway to hope, as it can uncover reversible causes for memory problems. Sometimes the fog of confusion isn't caused by an incurable disease, but by nutritional deficiencies, sleep disorders, or even medication side effects. By adjusting a diet, ensuring restful sleep, or correcting a prescription, the brain's function can sometimes be dramatically restored, offering a second chance at clarity. While the thought of these diseases is daunting, we are not powerless. The journey to protect our minds is one we can all embark on starting today. It begins with movement. The simple act of walking, running, or dancing sends a rush of oxygen to our brains, nourishing our neural networks. It continues on our plates, with every piece of fresh fruit and vegetable we eat, providing the fuel for optimal brain function. The connections we forge with friends and family, the laughter and conversation are just as vital, weaving a strong social safety net that supports our cognitive health. And it thrives on curiosity. Learning a new language, picking up an instrument, or tackling a challenging book builds new pathways, making our brains more resilient. By embracing these healthy habits, we can help our minds glow brightly, preserving the precious stories that make us who we are. For in the end, protecting our brain is the ultimate act of protecting ourselves.